Okay, we're back. Uh, Guitarist, obviously quite specialty. Minicam. This is a pretty cover. July 42, Children's Playmate. Oh, here it is. This is another one. This is one of the playbills. This one's in color. Most of them are in black and white. And this one I thought was particularly special because it's for a play by Irving Berlin called This Is the Army. A musical by Irving Berlin called This Is the Army with a color cover. Just got this one today. Dutch Boy Paints. Interestingly, behind it is the 43, which I think is really interesting. Very scarce. Obviously, there's Mount Rushmore. Behind that, this is a magazine of Harley Davidson motorcycles. This one is wonderful. It doesn't have a 1942 because the first issue was in 43. This one obviously is part of the program, but some people don't collect it. I don't know why. Here's another Rosie the Riveter cover and some Digest Woman Encore. Reader's Digest, which may be the most common of all. Coronet was a little digest magazine. Mineralogist, obviously very specialty. Here is a magazine which was published by Mack Trucks, but the inside doesn't have a flag, but they simply put an insert on top of the magazine in order to participate with the campaign. Okay, standing up, here we go. Here's one of my girlfriend's favorites, and one of mine as well. Poultry Tribune. It's a little boy saluting eggs. Actually, this was cited a lot by the Gwillem collection as being one of their favorites, the Kreitler collection. Behind it is the 43. Not particularly interesting, with a picture of chicken coops, but nonetheless, you can see it's part of the campaign. Foreign Service speaks for itself. Some railroad magazines. Here's one which is pretty scarce, and this is my home state for the New Jersey Bell magazine. There's a 43 here, Communications. Now it's published by the Letourneau Company of Moline, Illinois. Really scarce. I got it yesterday, found it on the web. There's another Illinois Central magazine, another of the railroad magazines. Here's another one I got today. This one's really scarce, from the Southern Pacific Railroad. Women's Day. This is the 1942. Yeah, fairly pretty. It's decked out in flags, but I think the 43 is just stunning with the eagle. The Etude is a music magazine, very common. Metronome is a less common music magazine. Trust me, it wasn't 25 cents when I bought it. Radiocraft is around. This was one of the award winners. Infantry Journal. This one is not a particular, there's no flag on this cover, but the graphics are magnificent. The Inland Printer was a very high-class printing magazine. And this is calligraphy. That's wonderful. Saturday Review. The 42 is behind it. I can't pull it out right now. Dog News. Talk about specialty. Think. Who do you think made this magazine? The answer, IBM. Engineering and Mining Journal. Two Hobbies magazines. This is actually the 42 and this is the 43. The 43 is a lot more interesting. Forecast is very scarce. Paid a lot of money for this one because it's just not around. It's not in the Gwillem collection. It's not. It wasn't. I didn't think it was in the Smithsonian collection, but apparently they have a copy. Antiques is a wonderful magazine as well. This is the 42. This is the 43, which is prettier. We showed you the gags on the first one with the hole in the bottom, fumigating the Japanese. The Furrow. Ladies' Home Journal, very common. Ladies' Home Companion. This time I think the 42 is better than the 43. House Beautiful. Vogue is beautiful. I'm waiting to buy the 43, which is also very pretty. This is one of the best. Again, Every Woman, 42 next to 43. I think that the one on the left is far more attractive. Here's the Harper's Bazaars. House Beautiful. 42 and 40. Oh, House and Garden, 42 and 43. The one on the right actually won the award for the prettiest cover in the entire program. It's not my favorite, but obviously somebody thought it was. Better Homes and Gardens, which is very reminiscent of Successful Farming. In fact, it's the same image. The 43 is actually much prettier. American Home. This one nobody collects, but it's a Salvation Army magazine, and you won't see Jesus on war magazines very often, but there he is. Well, actually, that's Jesus and Joseph and Mary, obviously. Some scarce model railroader, that's 43. Airplane News is common, 42. True Story. Some photography magazines. American Photographer. Popular Photography, that's 43. Behind it is U.S. Camera. Some motor magazines. Motor Service. Motor Age. Automobile Digest. Motor, beautiful cover. The annual in the October is really even prettier. Motor Age. This one is made by, this one came out in September, but it's considered part of the program. Rio Trucks. Some scarce, The Gift Buyer. This one is 1943. Nobody collects it, but I do. Obviously part of the program. If you don't recognize the person, it looks to be Ann Miller in front of the flag. I just bought a duplicate copy for 99 cents. Nobody cares. Here's Song Hits. Here's another wonderful music magazine that I got online called Downbeat. Jazz magazine. Fabulous cover. Radio and TV Mirror. All right, well, I'm going to sign off here. I don't know how long this video is going to be, and I'll be back in a second.